The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Center Parc Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Rice Owls, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. Coming out with it, it's Turner. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. To the ground with the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's talk for just a minute about Rice. Great pickup on the defensive front. 3-star defensive lineman, gives a verbal commitment last week. And you really need to bring good talent into the program. Maybe diamonds in the rough. At this level, that's how they thrive.
Oh, there's no doubt. And just some of these guys, they're not as refined, but they've got the tools, right? And so I think he's got the tools. And this is a guy that you can build around on that defensive line. You need all the big bodies you can get.
Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They're going back to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Guys, let's chat just a little about Rice. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a 3-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Rice.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Let's talk for a second about Georgia State. For programs at this level, they are regularly fighting off the big school for diamonds in the rough, but it looks as if they won this battle with a commitment from a 3-star receiver, Jesse.
He just thought he had better opportunities on and off the field here at this program. He's going to get a lot of chances to make plays early. With his talent, expect him to start right away, and if I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to be trying to find ways to get this 3-star the ball.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Bring in the heat. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but he sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete to the right. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him, okay? I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Brown wants to pass. Right down the middle. The short hands. It's Wiles. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
All right, we got the completion. We got some yardage. We got some positive yards. Now we're in 4th and manageable, and you dang right. We're going for this puppy. We got our 4th down play ready to roll. We're calling it in.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Now adjusting. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Yeah, but how about these short yardage situations? Having a weapon like this, a quarterback that can run the football. He only needed a few. He knew that. Good patience. Scrambles around. Gets the 1st down. Gets just enough.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Robinson. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Brown will throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll pass on the 48-yard field goal attempt and instead try to pick up the 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Converts on 4th down, still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Brown wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's a big missed opportunity by the defense there, guys. If he's able to make that interception, all of a sudden their offense is back on the field. But now, because he dropped it, it's still 4th down, and of course they're in field goal range.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react in plays. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And how do you lose sight of the big fella? I mean, the defense, where were they? They were nowhere around. He comes scot-free. Nice job by the quarterback recognizing it, getting the football, and he does the rest and makes the big play down the field.
That's the end of the period, and Rice is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. going with the ground game left. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk for just a minute about Price. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Let's go, man.
From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Pulls it in, it's Wiles. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Georgia State jumps back to the line. They're going to run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about, I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Brown will throw it. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Panthers getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. This Georgia State offense ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wants to throw again. And the pressure gets there. And down. Down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's caught. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and their field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to fire on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Owls line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls in.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week.
All right, let's go return, guys. You've got to do a better job with ball security. You know these coverage unit teams, they got 50-yard runs at you. They're coming in with a big head of steam. If you're not making a miss, you've got to have 2 hands on the ball.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Overton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Blackburn. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Panthers moving quickly to the line. That's reeled in. It's Robinson. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Braswell. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia State.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. Turning it on. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Punts it out of the air. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Alexander. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fakes the catch. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
That's caught. It's Cole. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Owls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And the Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Cole. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And he puts through the extra point. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. this final 30 seconds of the first half. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Braswell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Bringing him back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. Bringing it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane. Stop him at the 16. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so...
Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the the game, a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Past the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
And the Panthers can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Looking down the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
How good has this offense been on fourth down, converting all 3 times, and big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking for room. It's Amos. They get him stuck, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Rice takes over. The Owls ready to get that offense cooking again. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Grab near the marker. It's Turner. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
With the catch, it's Turner. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the touchdown, Rice. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. And the Panthers in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quickly out to the tight end. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Third down coming up.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Finds his man. It's Robinson. Didn't get nearly enough done on third down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the catch. It's Jackson.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Owls are at the line looking to convert on third and short. He'll throw on third down. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Just keeps slinging it. Zings it complete to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Wide receiver comes in motion. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Slithers into space. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
And the Owls back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Rice.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Georgia State offense returns to the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's a draw. Running into the open space. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Panthers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, we could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.